So we're going to walk into the carnival. Most everyone's to bed right now. We're not going to do any of the quests here. We'll go ahead and suffer from the clown.
Clothes are absolutely dreadful.
Oh, how dreadfully unposh you all are. I mean, honestly, this is a carnival, not a gladiator's ring. My name's Erdrick. What's yours? My name is Erdrick. What is yours? Oh, you'll not get away with that for long. Oh, you'll not get away with that for long. Okay, now that's enough. Okie dokie, like that's enough now, eh? What a fabulous carnival, darling. What a fabulous carnival, darling. Are you mocking me? Dost thou mockest me? Away with you, beggar! And we're gonna have an interesting encounter over here. I know for a fact that there's an encounter here that we can get, but we have to come while the carnival is open.
This way, good sir. Over here.
Ah, there you are, Zeke. Alright, so, we talked to Zeke. Come on, come all! Take a look at the stone warrior maiden. How long has she been trapped in this petrified form? No one knows. Be the first to learn from this mere price of 500 gold. For that small amount of money, I shall give you a magic scroll, and with this scroll, you can release the maiden from her stone prison. Think of the gratitude she would feel to her saviors. Perhaps she's a princess from a far-off land, or maybe a powerful sorceress in search of a concubine. You can't afford not to know. Buy the scroll! So the scroll's real. It is indeed a scroll of reversing the petrification, or a scroll of of stone to flesh. 500, as you saw from the scroll I bought, is a bit of a rip-off. And you've got this guy who's got the means to release this poor woman from the petrification, and he's charging people gold for them to do it instead. That being said, last I checked, you could not kill him without a reputation loss and just take the scroll. You can pickpocket the scroll, at which point he will sigh and walk off screen. But we're definitely not going to buy the scroll from him. I might come back and kill him later just on principle. But for now, we're just not interested. I just bought a scroll. We're going to use that scroll. So, to use items such as scrolls or anything like that.
This way, good sir. Over here.
Oh, shut up. You take the item, put it into your quick items bar. Click on the character. Click the item, and then click where you want to use it. And we have released Bronwen.
This way, good sir. Over here.
And he's like, the statue's come to life. So yeah, it looks like I'm not going to get to kill him. But my reputation's too low to try to kill him right now. So, it is now time to say goodbye to Garrick. So we'll take his crossbow. We'll take all the bolts I bought for him. And we'll take his short sword and his leather armor, just cause.
Helm with Helm's blessing.
By the ice breath of Aura, 'tis good to see new faces and taste freedom again.
I am Bronwen, a war priest from the Northern Isles. I have been trapped in stone for what seems like eternity. You have saved me, and for that I owe you my life. I am indebted to you, and by Tempest I leave no debt unpaid. Let me join whichever cause you are fighting for. I should make a valuable ally and bring the favor of the Lord of Battles upon us. Well, we're always on the lookout for another warrior. I am glad to be a part of your war party. I will not make you regret your decision. A word of caution, though. Beware the dog that entrapped me in stone. Transic he called himself. He was in the employ of a mercenary group, but I do not know the name. I shall see him dead before I see the shores of home again. Another name dropped. So let's remove Garrick for good this time.
Yes,
You can see she's a little worse for wear. And let's take a look at our new friend. So, Bronwen is not the sharpest ball in the set, but remember what I said earlier in the last stream. You only need to worry about intelligence if you are a wizard. She is true neutral, so she works well in any party that you want to make. Her wisdom is better than Jaheira's is, so she is a better divine spellcaster. And her constitution is literally just enough to start receiving bonuses. Her other combat stats are a little on the weak side, but they're nothing that you can't work with. And she's also the only cleric you can get until much later in the game. And even then, I would probably say she is a better cleric. So, with this, we can now walk around with 2 divine spellcasters, both a druid and a cleric. She also has an interesting ability that is unique to her. If we come down to her abilities tab... Oh, she probably doesn't have it because she needs to rest. Anyway, she has the ability to cast a magic hammer spell and summon a magic hammer to help her in battle. So that is extremely useful, especially early in the game when magic weapons are somewhat harder to come by and when your iron weapons have a tendency to break. So for now, though, she is going to need to get some gear, so we do need to head back to Neshkel. And we'll just head straight over this way. I'm not going to worry too much pathing. You actually can run into enemies in the carnivals. You can run into wild dogs, wolves, and kobolds. I think maybe even hobgoblins. How they... I know why the kobolds are here, but how other enemies have crept so close to civilization, I'm not sure of. Alright. Coming back to Neshkel. And it put us off in the wilderness. There's actually a manor up here that I'll be looting later. And showing you an interesting encounter from. But we're running a little late on this stream. So we will meet the craziest of men. The husbando of the Baldur's Gate series.
This course we take is beyond all tenets of decency.
Yeah, the good characters still don't like how low my reputation is. And my pocketbook's not going to like it after a while, too. Let's see. Alright, so. Since I am going to often have my reputation shift around, I'm actually going to remove Ajantis from my party. So we're going to take all of his gear. It was nice having him, but there are better party members that I can get. And since I don't have to worry about as much party infighting as I do in Baldur's Gate 2. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you.
Stand and deliver, that my hamster might have a better look at you.
Let us pass, strangers, for we have not much time to waste. What? Yes, I'll ask them. Boo and I go to rescue my charge, Dynahair. You may aid in our victory, if you wish. There is glory enough for all. Excuse me, but are you speaking to a rodent? Boo is my faithful animal companion, and more than he seems. The classic dilemma of a damsel in distress? How could anyone decline? Take heart, fellow adventurers, for you have curried the favor of Boo, the only miniature giant space hamster in the realms. My friend and companions ever since my head wound. He will lead us to victory. Onward to the Knoll stronghold in the west. Tarry not, we must go soon. So, let us really quick take a look at Minsk. So yeah, 1893 makes Minsk one of the strongest characters in the game. And in fact, in the original version of this game, Minsk was the strongest character in the game. Now he's got a replacement that he has to battle for that title with. Dexterity of 15 and Con 15, again, those are literally just barely enough to get bonuses from them. And then the glorious, glorious dumping of stats. With those dump stats, Minsk actually comes out to being slightly below the curve as far as NPC stats, but it doesn't matter. He's got the stats where they're necessary. And he is easily one of the best frontline fighters. Also, as a ranger, you can use him as a forward scout. And let's just face it, it's Minsk. He is so much fun to carry around in your party. His battle cries are amazing, and any of his conversations are great. Now, unfortunately, he did just quest us. We have to go off to the Knoll Stronghold and find Dynahair. But that will be for another day. Hey guys, it's Divine Erdrick. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more content coming soon. You can also follow me at twitch.tv/derdrick or on Twitter at Divine Erdrick. Thanks again.